wishing for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself. Count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the stickies like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And this is Cook with the grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Bills at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And again, it's Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Our game here, really a dream matchup for folks who like good quarterback play, and really who doesn't like good quarterback play. You got the two-time reigning MVP against a guy who many think could be holding that trophy in the very near future. Rodgers and Allen have faced off one time before, and it was the Packers who shut out the Bills that day 22-0. That was just Allen's 3rd NFL start. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Hey, 26.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
26.
To throw once more on second and 10. Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And award that sack to Boogie Basher. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. Allen now on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, talking to him and the coach. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
These two teams all tied after one. Diggs in motion left. On first down, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second down and goal. Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
26.
From the 17, Rodgers, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage too.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 40 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen going to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This one taken just inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2nd and 9 from the 44. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, his second sack of the night. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bills.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On play action, now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On play action, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
The duo of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon split the work in Green Bay last season. Jones was still his excellent self with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards and 10 touchdowns. He even moved into the all-time top 5 for the pack in rushing. No small feat with that franchise's history.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now Cook running right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Rashawn Gary able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On first down, Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On first down, Allen being chased out left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Diggs in motion left. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Buffalo, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to